Pipe. All right. All right. And wait, give me a sec. I gotta make it look pretty. Some of this, and then that, and then boom, and then zoom in to the left. Nope. Why is it doing that? Forward. Weird. Here, like a fisheye thing happened. I don't know if I like that. Also, why is it doing this? The mice controller? Man, I need to get a new controller. Anyways, hi. So we will be starting in 2 seconds. There we go. I don't know why I was doing that. We'll do that, this, and then what's good, ladies and gentlemen? Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Good to see y'all. We got Lone Syndicate popping in here first and foremost. Love to see. Then we followed by Fluff in a box, unsheathing himself. And second, he goes a little more in depth with it and just bursts out of the box and then goes back down. Goes back down, almost like the peak. He says, oh yeah, you couldn't come back yesterday. It's all good. We talked about all kinds of things. Honestly, we talked about more things than I was bargaining for. Also, what do you call it, Nub? I seen the message as I was leaving. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that being real scummy. Like if you don't add any sort of, if you don't add value and it's the same thing, then yeah, that's stealing essentially. So that's it on the worst possible end. But then on the other end, there's like a person who tries to add to it, iterate upon it, uses maybe the formula of some parts of it, but then ultimately makes their own thing. But because they use some of that formula, people try to grab all of the thing that they innovated and made. So again, both ends of the spectrum, but I totally agree that someone, like person should not have won the case if all they did was just clip 2 parts of a stream together, which is ridiculous, but I digress. Anyways, we're talking about a lot of stuff yesterday. Don't worry about it. Or go watch the previous stream and be in the loop. But ladies and gentlemen, before we get too ahead of ourselves, first of all, lovely to see you, Sakity. Lovely to see you, Fluff. What's good, Nanny? What's good, Nub? What's good, Red? Also, Red, much love for that thing, buddy. I'm not going to mention it because I don't really, but I appreciate it. I've never had that happen to me in my entire career as a content creator. Someone be like, hey, maybe consider your boy. So I feel like it's very sweet of you. Thank you kindly. Also, what's good, Matism? Always good to see all you guys. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be highlighting a person in our community's hard invested time and all that into his apparently favorite character. That's why the stream is named what it's called. But essentially, we are going to be showcasing Lone Syndicate's Beidou today, which apparently is something to write home about. Even not, I have no idea how to compare a Beidou because I don't know. I've held off making that character. I was really like revving up to do it, and then Ball came out, and then like Mihoyo was like, "We hate Beidou," or Beidou. we hate Beidou. Boom, eat it, rough. So yeah. Hopefully, today we can see the true potential of Beidou's highly invested Beidou. Am I saying that right? Beidou. I think it's Beidou. I feel like I'm saying something wrong, but. Also, Nanny says, I'm going to be lurking. Oh, you're going to be lurking, Nanny? Got it. the chat devoured your comment. Forgive me. Also, you can get back into Division 1? Okay, no. Everyone's been sweet, saying hi. Sup, everyone, says Lone Syndicate. Sega says, I'm babysitting, so I have the stream on in the background, but I'm here. Hey, them kids! Don't give Sekiri too much grief. Or, well, I feel like Sekiri would be the person that you could not give grief to. There'd be all manner of like Slytherin tactics to just lay down that law, whether it's subconscious or very not subconscious. Red says, "I'm not asleep this time." Hell yeah, Red. Good to have you, buddy. Matism says, "Hi, what's good, Matism?" Fluff says, "Friend and I finished Outrider campaign, so I'll be able to join you for next stream." I seen Fluff. I heard them comments. I can't wait, dude. As much as I was like not sure about Outriders, I kind of had the itch to jump back in and like see if I can make things work, because there is like this feeling of like things being answers to my questions. Hopefully, like I keep dying. Well, there's skill life leech, and if my turrets do damage, and if my blighter rounds do damage, then I should be good. And if Nub's tip about Golem can give me some resistance and a little bit more armor. Okay, so now we're starting to get after it in a better way, at least hopefully, Aloy from Horizon Dawn is in the game. She is in this game, yes. Fluff says, as a furry, has some positive connotation. Ugh. No, it doesn't. I don't want to. No, it doesn't. Don't say that. Fluff, I'm down. I've done nothing but practice flying griffin all day. You're welcome. What? What? Yeah, Griffin, what? Fluff says, awesome. I've been told by the ACNH daily routine, along with unlocking the new tanky turtle character in Gun. Oh, really? There's a new character in Gunfire Reborn? Interesting. Man, I wonder if they ever tailored that game back in terms of the grind. Because I remember, like, I wanted to get the dog, and I was just like, Jesus Christ. I would have to do, like, 60 runs. And I'm like, oh, no. But there he is, the man of the hour, Lone Syndicate, our model for this stream, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen him before, but hopefully not like this. Anyways. Fluff says, it's co-op RPG roguelike. It's pretty fun. Oh, right, yeah. Gunfire Reborn. Yeah, exactly what Fluff said. I know I guess it is co-op. I guess we just never got to test that. Although, I remember, like, when you got past 410, things just, like, shot you and you died in, like, one hit. So I don't know if it's, like, you need perks at that point, like, to really invest your character to make him tanky, or if you just can't get hit once and it's kind of that roguelike, you know? Or maybe maybe this was just at the very beginning of the game and they didn't have content, and yeah, but there she is. Look at that. Look at that. Waifu extraordinaire. In a couple days, she'll have her hangout. Boom. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Shit, give me a sec. This, cash in my things. The claim. Yeeh, inefficiency. But we should probably be fine by the time it comes back around. Secretary says, I'm not saying I use violence to keep them well behaved, but they are well behaved. But it's weird that you'd mention that. Like, no one brought up violence, really. But you did. So, Fluff says, my personal favorite is Liu? The tiger sniper with lightning infused power. Ooh, okay. But the new turtle character is neat. Going to be trying him out. So yeah, is he like tanky? That's kind of what I would assume. Maybe that's species-ish or whatever. Lunzigan says, Grim, my friend, how are you? I'm doing great. Once again, the stream caught up on me. Cat, like, I was like, because it was 4:30, and I was like, fuck, I didn't even upload today's video because I was like, yeah, I got caught up editing. Oh, also, yeah, let's do this after. Remind me that I need to ask the chat to help me make a decision on thumbnails, and it should be a quick thing, but for right now, we're already dragging ass enough. Let's showcase Beidou. First of all, hopefully Lone Syndicate has thought ahead and I assume Beidou's up there in his list regardless, all the time, every time. So let's go ahead and check out what his Beidou is. Front and center, there he is, head of the game. Okay, so this is Lone Syndicate's Beidou, and the one we are going to be working with today and or just sharing in reveling in the might of. But, also, this could be a little discouraging because the whole point of this series is to show the most invested characters you have. And sometimes, given the love for a character, that could mean like a couple weeks of resin, that could mean a little bit of refreshes of resin, that could also mean 3 months or 4 months or 5 months of nothing but resin for this one person. And many monies in many banners spent. So, anyways, let's get back to it. This could be rough. What is the ratio? I don't know how to build Beidou, so I'm kind of useless here. But good crit rate, you can crit decently, crit damage, not the highest I've seen, but that might be because energy recharge is also not that heavily invested. Interesting. You got a lot of electro though. Weird. Well, I was expecting more of a ratio. What kind of Beidou build is this? What kind of weapon are you rocking? Oh, you're rocking like main DPS-ish kind of Beidou, not like full tilt support. Okay. I feel like, as much as I get it, I feel like if you built her full support based, you just gun it, Because I don't think this thing scales up as much as, like there's a new Claymore, I don't know if you have it, but if you level that one up, I thought it'd be a little bit more crazy. Regardless, okay, 2-piece electro, 2-piece attack. I was expecting like full energy recharge set. You know what I mean? I was not expecting this. I assume it's good. I don't know what's best in slot for Beidou, but it's not what I was expecting. I was expecting you to have basically like yes, you could counter strike, sure, but the main big pooba of damage was gonna be your ult just hitting for like tons of shit, and then if you wanted, you could like, you know, counter hit, but otherwise she's just cooking on a base. But anyways, we'll see how this plays. What is the, so he's max Constellation. That's obvious. The thing that's crazy though is that he did crown Beidou, maxed her the hell out. So yeah, that's a hell of a lot of investment. He did not make her, hey, Lone Syndicate, I mean, you did say that to you, Beidou is like, to me, what Razor is. And all I'm saying is that that normal attack isn't maxed out, alright? So I don't think you can say that until you've maxed out one of the skills, when it might be pointless, alright? Razor didn't scale a lot when you leveled up his basic attack. It was okay. It was okay. Maybe Beidou's is worse. I don't know. I would argue that her counterattack is a little useless, not because it can't hit hard, but just because it's impossible for sometimes enemies to hit you. Sometimes you're like, please hit me in the face, do it, and then they don't. And you're waiting there while you could have been doing damage. But I digress. But anyways, just saying, just throwing that out there. I just feel like with that normal attack not being fully, oh, you guys can't see it, by the way. The normal attack, triple crowned, normal attack is not invested. I'm not judging, but I am in a way disappointed. Okay. Also, what's good, my friend? I got catch up on chat. We went on a little talking spree there. The game is fully released now. Oh, nice. Gunfire Reborn are easier to unlock. Oh, good. They're easier to unlock. Between runs and 2 characters cost 40 residence. Oh, nice. Okay, good. Okay, so maybe it's probably easier to get back into now. Also, what's good, Beastie? Beastie, everyone, how are you tonight? We are doing absolutely lovely. This is the point of focus this stream, Beastie, but don't worry. We'll finish this up at some point and get back to chat. Red says, Griffin is a flying mount in Guild Wars 2. Oh, okay. And I was saying you're welcome for oh, right, no, I know what you were saying for the welcome part, but I just didn't know what you're saying with the Griffin part, but I forgot you and Fluff are playing or getting back into Guild Wars. Right. Had 600 essence at the end of a full normal difficulty run. Oh, okay, wow. Segi says, they love being with me, cause no violence here. Nice! Lovely. I won't be here today. It's all good, Nub. I appreciate you stopping by. Quinchy Tanky Turtle has the highest base shield. His ult is a water shield that keeps active and charges into melee. His secondary skill does frontal AoE punch and scales off of distance travel. Oh, that's cool. But isn't the levels kind of short? I guess they get bigger when you probably get higher up, right? Two new weapons are added alongside the proper final boss and zone. An ice spear, and you can throw and recall like Mjolnir axe. Nice. Awesome. Fluff says, and mortar launcher to tease back until it was released. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like a game that's kept flushing itself out, which is awesome. I know your plate is already pretty full, but if you burn out on Outriders and such, I recommend giving Gunfire a try, especially now that its features complete. Yeah, I know, it's definitely something to add to the list, but I think for me right now, it's Outriders to some extent, and I think I want to try to quickly jump into Warframe again and at least get Nidus and maybe some of the other primes that I want, which will take a good bit of streams. And then probably by the time we make a dent in both of those, Itto should be here, so we'll go into Genshin a little bit, and by that time, it probably will swing back to Elden Ring being somewhat in the realm of possibilities to being out, so that's kind of what we're looking at. But Lone Syndicate says, it has been 5 months of Resin and no Grin. She is support, but nah, my counter is the bulk of damage, and my normal attack is being worked on. It's an all-round build. Okay. It's not my fault, Resin. Resin, I need more Resin. Need more Intalib. I'm just giving you shit, Lone City, because there was a thing in my head that I was just like, listen, triple crowning Razor is excessive. It is not needed, but I feel like I gotta. Just because one of the characteristics that I try to hold with myself is if I like a person, I tend to really like them, so I bet all in on them. You know what I mean? So yes. Also, what's good? Wispy? Wispre? What's good? Beidou power. Yes, we are about to see Beidou's power unleashed. So we're gonna go through the marathon of damage testing, and also who should I pick to amplify your Beidou? Not at first, of course, but we'll do a little bit. I could give you more alt damage with this, which could kind of help. I could also give you... I think we should use... What's her name? Well, Diona would buff Elemental Mastery, but the thing is that doesn't really scale. Probably Bennett. Bennett probably works best for just making you hit better, hit more. Ball will upgrade your alt and give you more counter attacks, which I don't think would be bad. Okay, we'll do that. Try to support you with both of these people, and also I'll keep you alive with Bennett. So good stuff. All right, let's do this. Also, you wouldn't happen to have max Constellation Kujusara, do you? Because if that's the case, then it's like you're getting like 300 extra crits, so you actually don't need need much more, or you don't need any crit really if you're getting that much of a buff. But I digress. Okay, so our first test is this domain, which I also conveniently need. We do that one, and then we do Ice Boss, and then we do Fire Boss, and then we do Big Dense Turtle Boss, and then we do the Electric Domain. That's my, like, spread of if this character is, like cooking, you know what I mean? Oh, also, I should go back top right? I feel like it's more comfortable here. I don't know why. Yeah. The game is pretty lengthy now and has multiple difficulties, lots of weapons and scroll. Okay, cool. Yeah. What do you call it? Because that was one thing I was always hoping too, is that I had more weapons. If you're playing Outriders, I'm here to harass you. I was about to say. I was like, yep, it's gonna happen. This is Lone Syndicate's Beidou. Seki. Yeah. Oh no, I see. Second, you said you double crowned. No. Oh yeah, but it was Lone Syndicate's double crowning Beidou. But let us do this. I don't think do that. I think I'd probably crown Shincho before I do that. And I'd only just crown one of their skills, not both. Like some psychotic, crazy person. Again, weird. Lone Syndicate says, my reason for the weapon choice is because it looks great on her. That's all. It just looks nice, that's it. Okay. But again, it's fair because if you hit a certain threshold of damage in this game, everything's relatively pointless. So it's much like, yeah. But I will say, I hope Beidou can hold their own, because for the most part, if Beidou is able to do anything, it's pretty impressive, because I'm not going to be doing a lot of additive damage. At best, I'll throw this, which hits for every 1 second for 1,000 damage. Just shave off 1,000 for whatever's happening, and that's typically what's gone down. Okay, yeah. Ball doesn't work with Beidou. I know, but what do you call it? I'm only using so basically my E buffs up all of your ult's damage. You're right, so that's why I'm using Ball. What do you call it? Beidou is using herself, basically, so she's able to run around and do her own thing. I guess I could use Diona to buff up her Element of Mastery, it's just I don't know how much Beidou really benefits from Element of Mastery besides Overload. So maybe I think it'd be better to put Xinyan here, potentially. But then that would be kind of skewing Beidou's damage, so I'm just basically trying to give Beidou, not at first, just a little bit of a buff. In fact, I probably, for the first run, let's just be a cameraman, okay? So it's all on you, Lone Syndicate. You're dealing with double scaling. Nanny or Secondly, I want to pull you in here, but give me a minute, because we'll get into it in a hot minute. But I want to see how much Lone Syndicate's Beidou can do just by himself. I'm not even gonna do anything. That's the thing. I'm not gonna aid you. We're just seeing you with these two characters that can synergize. You can use two characters. We're just seeing what can you do. Okay, 48k, that's some big boy damage. 8k? 3k though. 3k is a little less pog. Oh, about 8? There's something. I mean, she might die because of the lack of, just healing in general, but yes. But yes. Okay, 1,000. 18k, okay, we gotta, actually, that's such a hard thing to calculate, Kujusara's ult, but here we go. Now you have your shield, now you're hitting. How much are you hitting for? Again, 42k on that counterattack, not bad. 12k on a bad day. What happens? Are you just proccing for 12k when you just hit with your ult? That's pretty good. 12k on just like your ult proccing with every other attack, even if you're not using Beidou, is just pretty huge. Yeah. Huh. If only. Okay, so now what happens if we just give you a little help? Just give you a little help. We're just gonna use Bennett. So those numbers are fucking huge. First of all, I don't know if it's as huge as like right now, kind of a weird support, but it's Albedo before the patch. So Albedo roughly could do like 9 to like 13k for an F2P account who invested a lot of resin. If you had a lot more stuff, you could maybe get more. But that's kind of like this, like it on the lower end, right? But that's not bad at all, especially considering you can just switch to another character. And again, like Lone Syndicate said, his build is kind of the jack of all trades. So like his melee's hitting for like 3k, yeah, but also maybe 8k, which is not bad. But yeah, interesting. Oh, so we don't want to run this again. We're gonna go fight a boss now. We're gonna see how much you can melt this boss right here. Then we're gonna go to fire boss. Then we're gonna go to what do you call it? Ice boss, big turtle boss, and then electro boss, and then anyone else can come in. Because at that point, we've kind of got a pretty good sense of what the hell this person can do already. Pretty good. I don't know if it's why are we here. What? Oh, this is just the place where we go to travel to this place. Got it. But yeah. Lone Syndicate says no grin. I don't have C6 SAR. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Oh no. She doesn't synergize, but I'm not using. We're not doing it yet. We're not. Technically, you can't come just yet, unless you want to just hang out, just like watch like some sort of weird. We're cameramen, all right. We're not cucks. It's a different thing. Please. We'll get to it in a minute. Fluff says, okay, so it's not distance traveled, the buff, the punch, it's movement. Oh, movement speed's actually better. Okay, I like that more. Because then you can get like scrolls and increase your movement speed, right? Can you guys see my new PF profile pic? I think oh, is it finished? Oh, I didn't see it. If you didn't at me, I couldn't see it. Secondly, the art that you had commissioned, but it looks pretty good. Are we doing this? There it is. Okay, here we go. Here he is. In all her glory. Gonna pop in with Kujusara, get that little damage buff. So her base damage is getting just improved. Okay. Do you need help breaking the thing? Oh no, I see you're waiting to get hit. Right, I forgot that's how Beidou works. I'm like, why aren't you attacking? Oh, you're waiting to, yeah, for shit to pop off. Now, I'll just help you real quick. Just do one of these. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing. Okay. Almost 20k on a. Actually, that was pretty good. I shouldn't say that was pretty good. It's like 20k in like all directions. Not bad. Not bad at all. 15k with that. Just again, that's 15k on everybody. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, because it wasn't. We must have caught it when it wasn't critting. So 15k is actually beating Albedo. Well, again, if you invest a shit like a crazy amount into Albedo, maybe. Hopefully in the future, this will be outdated information. But you weren't able to sequence him in one hit. But we are on like maxed, like higher difficulty essentially. Like it's scaled up for 2 people. I'll give you some help. Hit him with your ult if you have it. With this, I will help you with the turtle fight because otherwise it'll just take forever. The turtle fight will be impossibly long if we don't do it. But otherwise, huge DPS. Again, it scales up a lot, but when we're just in co-op. So. All the damage, pretty huge. Second says, I want to steal things. Oh, you just want to like grab like random shit? Okay. As soon as we fight this boss, we'll quickly burn this boss and then burn the turtle boss, then you can just jump on in. At that point, it doesn't matter. But yeah, because I think there will be help needed for the turtle boss. Because yes, turtle boss is a nightmare. A nightmare. I guess we could start supporting now since we've already kind of seen the base hits and it's not like you get a bonus with Cryo besides Super Conduct, which she doesn't benefit from really. I guess she does a little bit because yeah, Super Conduct can be kind of good with Cryo. But yeah. Fluff says, funny how 2 different games have turtles that have movement speed. I like it. is unique. Very odd, but unique nevertheless. I'm also just gonna try to burn this. Let's keep hitting that, and yep, we'll keep counterattacking together. All right, here we go. I think the damage is the same. Let's buff you up. Let's also do this. I think we already have our E up. So how much damage is happening? 21k, not bad. Yeah, now that's cranking up because of Bennett and Kujusara in combination, which would be, yeah. Which, yeah. And also, yeah, look at that. One cycled. All you, Beidou and Bennett. But anyway, pretty huge. But that's why character builds facilitate each other. Let's go fight Turtle Boss, and then we'll get second in here, and she can leech off my world. Yes. Although, well, no, we have plenty of time to prepare for Itto. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I was like, oh no, I forgot to farm the beetles, but we're fine. I think I have a good bit too. I see it, Sekiri. It's a beautiful art. Nice, nice. Matism says, the adventure rank do I gotta be? Or what adventure rank do I gotta be? What do you mean? To like play in co-op? You need to be, for me, you need to be 50, I think. Yeah, 50 I think is the final tier, world tier, I think. Which is quite a bit, Matism, unfortunately. Alright, so I will be helping you with this one, Lone Syndicate. Segedy says 55 to join Grin. Yeah, it's 55. Oh, is it 55? I thought it was 50. I thought 50 was the final cap. Like the world tier is scaling. But maybe I'm wrong. Segedy would probably know. What's good, Jeff? Jeff says, how was good, Jeff? Hopefully having a lovely night. How's your night been, my friend? We're looking at Lone Syndicate's Beidou. So far, very impressed. I think I'm impressed because, like Lone Syndicate said, he's not running a purely alt build for Beidou. Although, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like it might be best doing that. Also, why am I... What the heck? Oh, did you use like a flying thing? Weird. But yeah, what do you call it? I don't know if it's best to just do like the mix. I feel like it might be better to just do the alt because yeah, when I see his numbers, it seems like the biggest scaling on Beidou is her alt. Like her alt hits for like 22k, and he spread himself a little thin on not just going for, you know, energy recharge sets and all the other things. So I think if you had all that, then that would be even more impressive, so to speak. Because I think you get 8k from your basic attack sometimes, but I don't know if that's better than just supercharging energy recharge. And also that would mean that Beidou basically gets a shit ton of alt, and because you don't have her basic attack fully leveled up, your alt would be, or your E would just be a good counter attack that could hit really hard. And yeah, and I feel like her E always will hit really hard. Like you don't need to do 48 damage for most things in the game, you know? Sex says world level 8 is 55, is that right? It is. Golly. Golly. When you said Turtle Boss, I thought you meant Azdaha. No. Azdaha is like a whole other thing. Honestly, I fucking hate Azdaha because you gotta wait for him to be ready. I feel like this thing is actually a better showcase because you can actually see, you can actually do consistent damage to him. But yeah. Alright, this is all you, Lone Syndicate. All you. Let's see these damage numbers. Is he? No, he's water-based, so we're not like getting stupid, weird nonsense happening here. 28? Did I just see that? 28 on a basic attack? Golly. Again, I'm just, that whenever you see a tiny bit of damage, that's basically nothing. Yeah. It's actually not huge. Or it's Ball. It's Ball's counterattack or whatever. Okay, 18k, not bad. 18k, even in Bennett's alt. Okay, but also this thing has a shit ton of base resistance. That's what kind of makes it a little nutty. We'll do one of these. Yeah, maybe I'm just not seeing things. Because yeah, sometimes it's like we don't see each other's damage numbers. There we go, 57k. That's not bad at all. Well done. Okay, 57k is huge. And again, Lone Syndicate's a crazy person using a weapon just for the aesthetic look of it all. 63k on counterattack, pretty huge. Okay, here's the numbers I want to see. 15k. Okay, 15k, 16k again. Not crazy. I think it's because he doesn't have Kujusara's buff activated. Yeah. But yes, that's not that bad. But we can also do one of these. And I just did 1000k with my one character, but yes, I'm sure his ball could do the same, maybe even more. But yes, it's like a, I don't know, Lone Syndicate, I feel ya, and I understand that you want to use the character in every way, but I still feel like you might, just because the one thing that's like fucking knocking shit down is her alt. Like when I look at the numbers, when I see the numbers, Mason, I see that her alt is the thing that's hitting like for 15k to 22k. I feel like you'd just be better off going with the energy recharge set, and like you could still play her. She would just be the thing that's kind of generating particles for you, you know? And unless they introduce something where like every time you have you hit something, you have a chance of like shaving off a cooldown percentage, even if it's just like 5% of a cooldown, that might be good. But even still. Anywho, second, if you want to join now, you can take my weird things in my world if you desire. But yeah, basically, huge. I think all this, like Beidou, solid pickup. I do think it's a little shitty that Mihoyo kind of gave her the shaft when it comes to good old Beidou, or Ball and Beidou don't synergize well, but otherwise pretty good. Again, I wonder what she might look like when you just have her fully built into her alt, because I feel like the damage numbers might, because you're always getting the alt, your counter strike hitting for like 30k to 40k to 70k given the attack that you absorb, right? So that makes sense. But the thing that I think is Beidou's strength is her alt, and if you could get artifact sets that facilitate critical damage and energy recharge, you would always have her alt back to back, and you would lose out on, you'd get a little more damage, I think. But yeah, let us go to the final testing ground, Lone Syndicate. The place where Electro suffers, and it's, if you can survive here, you can survive anywhere. This is the big pooba as well. This is where Ball can actually still kind of be useful, which is why I think Ball is, again, super good. People don't give her enough credit. I think now they do. I think now people put her in S tier finally. But yeah, at the big, when she was first launched, people were like, I don't know about it, and I'm like, eat me. All right. What's good, Game of Force? Game of Force says, hi, what's good? Good to have you, buddy. Hope you're having a lovely day. We're checking out Beidou right now, and so far, she has not disappointed at all. But I am curious. Maybe when you finish, like building the current characters you're after, Lone Syndicate, I'm curious to see what Ball would be. Honestly, I could build Ball all the way to that point too. Honestly, that could be my thing. I don't need to put it on you. But considering it is your best waifu, maybe I am dead ass wrong. Maybe like building her for like all energy recharge set, alt set, you would not get as much damage out of her. Building her in this kind of weird split the difference, you know, get like your basic attack can do some good damage, your E can do good damage because of attack scaling, maybe is what you invest into, and yeah. But I don't know. Again, I'm a student here, just asking the masters what the fuck is going on, essentially, you know? You know? Game of Force says, I just got your live stream. I'm not sure why I'm not getting notified when your live stream. It's weird. It's just me. I'm not getting. Oh shit! I'm sorry, man. That's always a shame to hear. Unfortunately, man, fortunately, it's always at 5 p.m. But I understand. Even me, time gets away from me. But yeah, even though sometimes I think the Discord alert breaks on occasion. What do you call it? It's a little unfortunate because I usually, well, I don't know. Because yeah, like when we're on Twitch, I upload a video, but sometimes that video doesn't even get to, so it's a little mucky, just in general. Not on your end. I appreciate you just caring in general, and I always like to see you. So when you are here, that's what matters. We're ready to do this. Grin, I can switch to full ER build with Beidou. Well, no, let's leave it as is right now. We might do that after this and just see what that's like. Because again, the numbers didn't really change, with exception to like, I think when you perfectly synergized and you not accidentally, but you did Kujusara on Bennett on Beidou, and I think I had my E up, so your alt was hitting even harder. That's when we started seeing like 23k or something like that, you know, for her just alt tick. Again, everyone knows that her counterattack hits super hard. It's just that sometimes it doesn't have the chance to, because an enemy doesn't attack you and you're waiting when you could be doing damage with like Shincho constantly, you know. So those are the variables that come to my mind, at least. I don't have Kujusara, so we'll be a little bit nerfed. Oh, actually, no, we won't, because yeah, we have Kazuha here, if Sekiri does wish to join us.
Surely enough to
But I would say don't switch your artifacts yet, just so everything remains consistent. People get a good showcase for this kind of hybridized build for Beidou, which absolutely works. And then we go beforehand. Me and Beidou got this. Hell yeah. So I think for this one, Lone Syndicate, we will help. Because again, we've already seen the numbers. So the numbers shouldn't really change. Or if they will change because everything's really resistant to Electro here. So if me and Sekiri will try to help, hopefully. But we will not be attacking anything, Sekiri. So that's our goal. So not attack things, but just to amplify her damage, essentially. With exception to my E will be hitting for a measly 1,000 per hit. But it's mainly there just to scale up his ult whenever he casts it. Jeff says, I didn't know you were playing Genshin. I used to watch all your Let Die videos. Well, happy to have you, man. Yeah, we play Genshin right now. It's, again, we've played Genshin for a long time, so I'm happy to have you. Hopefully you enjoy the content, the videos. But thank you for watching the Let It Die content, I mean. All right, here we go. We ready? Boom. I'm gonna do one of these. We're gonna do this. Give you some better scaling a little bit. Ooh, I don't have Bennett primed, so forgive me for this taking a little bit of time. I'm just hitting to generate particles. And Bennett's not having any build here. Let's do this. We'll do this. Okay, now we'll back up. All right. Let's see these numbers, baby. I seen 7,000. Ooh, the slimes will not take any damage. That's the brutal part. All right, we'll back up. We'll do one of these. Boom. I'm trying to cam. Ooh, 25,000. I think that was on a repost though. We'll also add this again so you get more ult damage. 90 damage, 90k, not bad. But again, that thing is hella resistant to Electro, so still not bad. And again, but Kazuha gives 60 or some like extra Electro goblet. But again, a little skewed because, yes, because it just everyone's like slimes are 100% immune. So if we could kill the immune slime Sekiri, I don't think that would be a bad call. The bad news is that I have Bennett, who is not really the slime killer, you know what I mean? Or anything, really. He's just there to be a battery for your success, essentially. This. See, like, this is the thing right now. Like, I think Lone Syndicate's waiting for him to get a counter hit, which is awesome because you hit so hard with that counter hit. But at the same time, you are also kind of waiting there like, oh, God, please, please let me have it, please. 7k, not bad. Yeah, man, it's crazy how much resistant Electro can have this happen. Also, just because I want to see, we'll do one of these. We'll do this, and I just want to see. Oh, I can't see, never mind. What about you? Let me see. Let's see, how much does this do? Even with Electro, I can't see it. I guess they're completely immune to Electro. Well, I can still generate particles for y'all, so it's not worst. This is where Ball is like, see, I'm doing something. Don't judge me. All right, Beidou. 30, there we go. Okay, yeah, so that big thing was just hella tanky to Electro. Yeah, when that thing doesn't crit though, it only hits for 5k. So she's really needing that Bennett ult, which is also what Ball needs. Like Ball does significantly neuter damage outside of the other one, but still pretty good. Again, I don't think that's a bad investment. If you're a free-to-play person, or like even not a free-to-play person, but if you haven't built Beidou, it seems like she works. It is a little unfortunate that Mihoyo seems to have, like, again, for whatever reason, excluded Beidou and not Shincho, who I would still argue Shincho is still leagues better than Beidou for multiple reasons. But anyways, that's just because of his percentage of damage output and all that stuff, and also being a really usable element, you know? Again, not shitting on Beidou, just saying that, like, it's weird that they decided to nerf her, or, like, make her not work. But yes. Sekiri says, you haven't explored Inazuma? I have barely done anything with Inazuma. I have done like the bare minimum because I'm worried the content will go away. Also, let's go see one more time over here. Because I feel like, yeah. Sekiri says, got an awesome artifact. Oh, really? Nice. Nice. Gamer4 says, I'm waiting for my GTA VRP to be done downloading, and I have YouTube notified, but I will try Discord notifications. Okay, gotcha. Weird. Wonder why YouTube didn't shit in the bed. Sometimes it kind of just falls short, but yeah. What's good, Jamal? Jamal says, how do you make balls stronger? Jamal, you have Bennett. That can massively help your scaling, but then also in ball, you need to invest in damage, or critical damage, critical rate, and energy recharge. And then, because you're investing in all those 3 stats, your attack percent goes down quite heavily, but you can make up for that with Bennett or Kujusara. If you have all that, then your ball can hit for like 1000k, and also back-to-back their ult, and also just provide all the other things that ball provides, which is like greater damage with your ult and all these things, or in your ultimate burst, I mean, that stuff. Segna says, I can only support. I'm on mobile right now. Oh, really? Brutal. That's crazy. We're playing on PC and mobile all together, though. I guess I could play. I think ball maybe provides a little bit more value, though, than the other person. I was going to say maybe Diona. That was great, but Diona, again, unless we're doing like Vaporize, it's Elemental Mastery is valuable. I don't know how valuable it is for Electro yet. Hopefully it becomes better in the future. In regards to Discord, the latest bot we're using sadly doesn't seem to be able to tag roles properly, but one used prior breaks after a few days. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. So again, maybe stick with the YouTube thing. Yeah. Fluff says, but I think you can manually set a channel to notify you when a video or stream post is made an announcement. Okay. I don't know, just a rumor I heard, and I'm okay. Thanks. Okay, gotcha. Sega says, got an artifact law. Got an awesome artifact law. Sega says, can't Thomas burst almost also work with ball? No. A little bit. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It just seems like, again, Shangling works so much better because she applies in such a huge radius, and she also does significantly more damage. And also, like, Teddy or Boba hits pretty hard, too. So, yeah. But yes, also, what happened? Then Kazuha is good. Oh, gotcha. Okay, doing that. Are you switching up your artifacts, Lone Syndicate, or nah? Because if you're switching up your artifacts, I might want to see what them look like at this point. Because yeah, that could be interesting. Oh, so we didn't really do that last time. Yeah, I kind of skipped that part. We probably should just do that in general. Boom, boom, friends. Some of this. Where is it? This. Nope. This. Check information. Your Beidou. Here we go. Can I actually see your individual artifacts? A little bit. Okay. We got attack percent, critical damage. Alright, yeah, like you said, I think it's a jack of all trades situation. Electro damage. Ooh, 21 crit damage. That's not bad at all. Critical rate and 18 critical damage. That's pretty hard to attain. And you got some elemental mastery on top. Unfortunately, defense screwed you a little bit here, but still not bad. HP 12k. Yeah, it's very, again, a lot of your artifacts are weirdly spread out, like with attack percent, critical damage, but unfortunately some defense, which maybe is not bad. I think HP would be better because you said her shield scales off that essentially. Pretty good crit damage on this too. Pretty goddamn good, honestly. Again, all I'm saying, Lone Syndicate, I'm just saying you once said Beidou was to you my Razor, and I don't mean to do this to you. But just imagine all of these being on Razor because you use the same prefix. This has got, what do you call it? This one's kind of shitty, actually. This is one of the few ones that's actually pretty shit that I have. Wait, all my things are actually not that great. Okay, this one's the one that redeems. 31. That one's holding us all above water. 14k. Wow, my ball is actually like significant. I feel you. Okay, I immediately eat my words. I immediately eat my words right now. Holy shit. I was about to say, what the heck? My ball is like the most broken thing I have. Just because our artifacts is like critical 21, 24. Wait, goddamn, you guys can't see anything. 24 critical damage. Bang. 14, 11, 8%, all those are great. This, 26 critical damage. This, 19 and 7 and 17 and attack. And then 27 critical damage and rate and blah, blah, blah. Man, my ball is near perfect, honestly. But oh man, I need to. I invested, I think, way more time into Razor, and I just never got lucky with the artifacts. I got lucky with some. I still get 200 critical rate, so there's that. Because I think it's just because what do you call it? What's her name? Eula. Eula scales off of that. Oh, also, did you say you were gonna change your artifact set? Let me look again. Plus, Genshin is a free to play gacha game. If you have a familiar with the genre of game, I will guess the text is a pay to win, but I would really class it as such. What was this referring to? This. Lone Singlet says, if you want, I'll switch right now. I was gonna say we could switch just because we've kind of already been through this loop, but yeah. Especially if we were just trying to see what the extent of the artifacts and go. Honestly, I could make videos where I just switch like Ball's set. Weird. To other characters that are similar in their kit design. I think I could be able to showcase them pretty well. Jesus. Like if I just took all of the gear that Ball has and I gave it to Beidou, I think that'd be insane. Anyways, what are we doing? We're doing this. Artifact sets. Hasn't changed it yet. Jamal says, my only option is mobile, unless you can play on laptop. Well, I think, honestly, Genshin's not the most demanding game. And if you play at low settings, then you might be able to manage. But maybe mobile, it could be, honestly, more designed for mobile a little bit. You can play it on mobile, PC, or PS4, PS5, Jamal. What's good, Taco? Yeah, Taco says, who's your best character, or what do you like more? My best character is clearly, we found out right now, is Ball. Easily it's Ball, then I think followed up by Eula, and then I just kind of got lucky with the characters that don't need a lot, like Zhongli. If you have him half built, he'll do everything you need him to do, you know? And then my Xin Cho's okay. Kind of okay. My Xin Yan, or yeah, Shang Ling is huge, is also pretty great. So yeah. Are we just rocking with this set, Lone Snicket? Lone Snicket says, all right, I'll switch and give a minute to okay, gotcha. It takes some time for you to reallocate stuff. Gotcha. Lone Syndicate says, all right. Oh, no, I read that. Taco says, what's the best character? We talked about that. Zaggy says, about who can play. Makes sense. All right. Honestly, do you guys think it's going to be easy? Well, no. I don't know. Okay, so here's the debate in my mind. So, what do you call it? The update's right around the corner, okay? So the update for 2.4 is right here, basically. So the question is, do I spend my resin like at the cuff farming for Itto, or do I pace myself out a little bit and not do that? I don't know. I have no idea. I think I'm going to spend my resin today into this domain, and then I'm going to spend, well, I don't know. I part of me wants to get ready for Garu, but I don't know how much, like, I don't even know if I'm going to have enough points for that, you know? Jamal says, yeah, but I only have a phone and a laptop. Yeah, so I think it will run on a laptop, honestly. You probably need to check the specs. You just do a quick Google search or whatever. You can, like, what are the minimum requirements for you to run it on your laptop and see what's good. But I'm not sure if I should spend my resin now or later. I feel like we'll just wait to see what happens. It's not that big of a deal if we don't, you know? We can always just quickly spend it. Also, we probably could use our resin in like streams, and like it's not like we won't make the same ground, you know, as long as we're spending our daily resin as well. Oh, look at that. Okay, here we go. So he's got max set now. See, let's see how good this set is. I feel like he may have given his let's see. Yeah. Well, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I think you replaced your Actually, no, maybe this is just the set you chose to go with. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, because I thought you maybe took your balls set and gave it to Beidou. Anywho, let's see what we're rocking with. We got an Electro Cup, 21 crit damage. Not bad. That's actually a really good cup. It's got like attack percentage on it too. Ooh, not the best critical rate or like whole stat, but I feel the helmets are the worst to get in this game. We got 31 crit damage, and a good bit of energy recharge. I will say we're not seeing the most energy recharge, but we are seeing a lot of critical damage. Golly, that got a good bit of attack percent on it too. Jeez Louise. We also got energy recharge, pretty huge, with a decent critical damage. Not bad, not the best energy recharge cup I've seen, but still pretty damn good. We got this, Electro 21. Again, we already seen that one. That's crazy. Okay, so yeah, your base stats should have a shit ton of critical damage. and you have a ton of energy recharge right now, so you probably should be able to back-to-back that ult. And you're even throwing this one on there, which I don't know if that one's better, but I think, oh, because you want more energy recharge, that's why you put it on there. It makes sense. Yeah, it's probably your best in slot for energy recharge outside of the new claymore that scales off of your team's total energy recharge percentage, which a lot of us who are rocking characters that require 80 energy cost. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm excited to see this one. Watch it be worse, and then Lone Syndicate's like, I am the master. I know. I understand the code, and you know nothing. And I'm like, that's fair. Honestly, it makes sense. I didn't build this character. Okay. So for this, let's not try to help. Let's leave her out in the trenches, and then maybe halfway through, then we'll start helping. I just want to see a good representation of what her numbers are now.
Off we go.
Lone Singer says, I say pace yourself out to get a bit grin, farm artifacts at first, then switch to bosses, materials, and talent books. Also, grin, I did take my ball artifacts along with some of, oh, she did? You did swap them? I was like, that's what I would do. That's what I would totally do. Just, like, siphon power out of another character who's similar. Alright, let's do this. Yeah. I want to give you help, but I can't. Oh, she's slow walking. She's doing that. She's waiting to happen. Boom. Counter hit. 28k. A little bit less. But again, I still think that's enough to kill most things in the game, like most basic ass enemies. So I think that's still pretty good damage, all things considered. And I think that wasn't even a heavy hit. Ooh, man, that's got a shit ton of range. Let's see. Oh, is it? Why is it so much less? Why is it so much less? Oh, is it because we don't have Kujusara here? Let's try this. Is it because Kujusara was really helping you scale up? And maybe you have to cast your ult in this thing. Interesting. I wonder why it was so much less. Is it because you didn't have Kujusara to buff up your base thing? That's 50k. It was huge. Massive. Staying in these little pits of like, that is huge. Now, I want you to wait to activate your ult, Lone Syndicate, so that I can put down my ult, so that you can kind of piggyback off that. Here we go. All right, let's do one of these. Are you almost dead? All right, ready? This. Okay, let's see. I seen 7k. I mean, she is resistant to Electro, so that's something to consider, but still. Why is it so much less? Is it like just the attack percent just made the base Electro scale way harder, or does it just not scale with her ult damage as hard? Interesting. I feel like maybe because like you have so much energy recharge, you need attack percent. So maybe you need less. Like if you put that other weapon back on, it might be huge. I do need this domain though, so I will take the result of it. But that's pretty. That doesn't make much sense to me. Honestly, that doesn't compute. I don't understand why that happened. Like, theoretically, you're double dipping into two types of damage resource. But maybe it's just that Beidou scales pretty hard with her ult as well. And maybe you didn't have enough attack percentage to offset the loss of like energy recharge. You know, like energy recharge can be a nice little bonus, but if you super invest in it, then you're neglecting attack percent, and then that maybe is what she scales more on. I don't know. I want to see it one more time. Ideally not against the other person. But this time, let's actually try to support him. Again, we're not trying to deal damage. We're just trying to give her as many buffs as we can. Just all the way to the top. So let's do this. Again, I'll activate my ult first, and then we'll do that. Okay, so your ult should be extra juiced up. Counterattack, huge. Okay, 90k. Okay, this looks like more like what we had. So you were able to go, I think, a little bit further beyond, because I think beforehand you were hitting for like 15k. So now you're hitting for like 90k. But also we have Kazuha here. But also you don't have Kujusara. So I think that might balance out. Maybe it'd be better, because it does seem like the thing you're lacking right now is attack percentage, which can help scale things up higher. I think. I'm not an expert, but it's me just in my dumb head. I think it may be. And again, if you had all these characters yourself, you'd be able to easier sequence them all up. Yes. And yeah. I'll just finish this one. Flop. Alright. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Again, I don't know which, I mean, generally speaking, again, like, you'd be able to use Beidou hitting for all that and always have her ulted with this build. But also you leached build or pieces off of another character, so that's a little rough, you know? But alas, ladies and gentlemen, that was Beidou. I feel like that's a pretty good representation of our girl. Honestly, pretty huge. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Again, I guess we'll just run it. We'll just run it and grind, because I just need this domain. But yes. Also, why is that offset? Why is the like stream redeem points just look like a nightmare? Anyways, we got status points redeemed. Crazy. Where's Lone Syndicate at? Taking some time loading in. Do 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 do. There we go! Go, go, go! We're all fighting as a unit together. Also, again, one thing to consider is that, again, the reason why, like, even though he was doing big numbers but wasn't getting much of a result, it wasn't because the numbers weren't real. It was because everything is scaled up for 2-player right now, so it's just excessive. Let's do this. Nice. Yeah, Jamal, that's how the stream redeem perks. If you go to the description, you can see what you can say to get some actions happening within the chat. Did I miss anything? I did! I missed the redeemed water. Forgive me. And the more you're here in the stream and you're interacting and chatting and whatnot, or just having it on in the background, you accrue points. And you can make me like a puppet on a string dance if you want. I got one more run of these and then I'm off to go kill some the weird. I haven't actually fought the one boss a lot. It's the automaton boss for good old what's his name. I hate this domain, right? The wizard. I hate the fucking wizard girl so much. She keeps teleporting behind you and you're like, just can you stop? Or you'll auto attack the stupid ass like bats. It's ridiculous. Anyways, it's just too much. We'll do this. Go! You suck. This. He's gonna dash around. I don't want to waste my ult here. I'm surprised by how much suck Kazuha has. He's like, he actually just drags people. And also he anchors people to the ground, which is pretty huge. Jamal says, I kind of lost some of my excitement for new characters. Why, Jamal? What happened? For me, yeah, to me, again, like, I'm excited for new characters that are, like, function kind of differently. Or at least characters I haven't built that function differently or whatever. But I don't know, again, the whole point right now that I'm in is, like, I just don't know what the point is. You know? Not to be downer, but just true. Like, in Genshin, you're like, what's the point? Like, it used to, like, again, Primo Gems used to make you excited because you could play a new character. But after you've built, like, 4 different characters after you've already had an abundance, you're kind of like, again, like, yeah, I could make more characters, but at that point, it kind of starts becoming like, well, I want something else to focus on and, like, things to do and reasons to do them, you know? And instead of it being like this grind that I've already done 60 different times, you know? Although, again, to be grateful, there's some content. Again, it's just always limited, kind of, in a way, you know? But again, I keep saying this every stream or every kind of thing, but I'm hoping that the next thing will be like, again, like, they'll be like 2.4, they'll be like, hey, we hear ya, we're gonna start making end-game content, because maybe it takes a good bit of time to develop, or maybe there's like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's like, it's specific to a niche community, and we're not doing that. And I'm like, oh, well, Warframe is hanging there. Let me go give that a try again, you know? Again, it's not like you won't play the game. It's just that you have to, like, understand that it's not it's what it is, you know. And maybe like sporadically when people start to drop off heavily, they're like, maybe we should try, you know, making endgame content because that's what people say they want. Maybe that's when we'll come back, you know, or we'll come back as hard as we've been here, you know. Although it's always a fun stream game because it is just, again, if you stockpile your money or whatever, you can make all that happen. What? Sekiri is evil. Why would happen? Already swapped weapons. What happened? Oh, I see. You hate this domain because of the drops. Fair. Well, this thing it says, Grin, I was definitely the lack of attack I had because the thing is you need some attack with Beidou. That's why I didn't have much ER, if any, plus since I run her with full team of ER, it's not a problem. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Man, I can only imagine how crazy that would be. I feel like you'd be able to break 270, 27,000 damage with your E. Or sorry, with your alt, with your alt, if you had that new staff and you had a team like Shincho and I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure who else, because again, Ball is like the easy synergistic put there, but she doesn't work, unfortunately, with that whole system. Ooh, we're rocking this one, okay. He's like, yeah, second. I was about to say, second, how hyped are you? You are in C1 Hootao. Honestly, I'm happy it happened to anybody because you've been there on the ground level from day one with your girl. So I say, good for you. Well done. Of all the people to have gotten C1 Hootao, it should have been you. Jamal says, is Skyward Spine good for a ball? Not really. It was good for because it got energy recharge, but you're much better off just grinding at least one version of the catch, Jamal. The reason why the spine is not very good is because it, as most things, for whatever reason, the alt doesn't work. So her attack is considered alt damage, and the thing buffs your normal attack damage, and her alt when you're using her katana doesn't give you that. It's weird. So yeah, she's not able to benefit from it. It's a good weapon on other characters, but it's kind of no one's best weapon, unfortunately. But yes. Also, I guess this works, yeah, hopefully. I love this boss just because you can just kill it. It's not like it's like, oh, wait for him to do something cute. It's like, stop it. I just want to kill him and be done with it. Also, look at this. Hootao hitting for 11k in the blink of an eye. Absolutely massive. Go. What is it? Ooh, 27k. Catch a rain check on that. Also, again, I'm also healing her up so she's not able to dip into her maximum potential, you know? Which one is it? Is it this one? No, it's this one, right? There's like one specific thing you need to break. Yeah, it's the one that has a glimmer to it. Run! Quickly, get into Bennett's alt. This. Boom! Look at that, man. That's something that's so good about Ball, though. It's because on a bad day, you're hitting for 14k. On a good day, you're just slapping something with 140 or 106,000 damage. So you're just like, ah! It feels so good. And also, you're just supporting the shit out of everybody. Like, she's not even like a main DPS type, you know? And I know Sekiri can get that easily if you just give her like 3 seconds, just 2 dashes, and she'll probably add up to that in no time, you know? She's like consistency over that big number, but it's also cool like when you unleash, you just see an enemy drop, and you're like, yeah, yeah. But again, you don't need any more than 27,000 unless you're fighting bosses, but on the off chance that you're fighting bosses, it's pretty satisfying. Also, we need this. And then we need to run away, because things are the worst. Do one of these. That go a long way away. I guess we'll go over here, sure. Oh, I wanted to, okay, so because we have some downtime right now, okay, let me go here. So, there is a video coming out today. I need y'all's aesthetic eye for me, okay? Let me go over here. I should pause the game so it's not just being, well, I guess it doesn't matter in co-op, so it means nothing. But let's go over here. So I have thumbnail 1, okay? Is that fine? We're not showing anything super sus. Okay. Here we go. Thumbnail 1. I'll go bottom left corner. This is thumbnail 1 for today's video. But I didn't like the way, because it's super hard to get a big ass animated stupid long title in a thumbnail profile pic to describe what the hell's fucking going on. I didn't like this one as much because of like it doesn't really look good. It's like you gotta squint to see it, all that stuff. Let's go back to full screen. This is the changing of the text. This is how it evolved, and I'm like, okay, well this hopefully looks a little bit better. Okay. So through season 3 confirmed, and people are like, the title says it. You see the guy. If you know the series, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't need to describe the whole shit to you. I don't need to say, welcome to Demon School here because season 3. None of that. And this is the one. Okay, so that was that one. So you got Irmika looking badass, all that. But here's the third. What is the one that's the more aesthetically pleasing to you? That's what I'm basically asking. And then there's this one, which is leveraging a waifu power. Claire, you can't really see Claire's face, but it's leveraging this part, okay? So we get to see like Clara's face. So what is more appealing? Irmika pulling back a bow, or what's her goddamn name? Azith or whatever. Not Azith. What is her name? I remember her name. She's great. She's the best waifu in this series. Anyways, we also have this one. Do I have another one? I think I have one more. Is it? Not it. That's it. But yeah. And this is what they look like when they're tiny. When they're tiny and you can only see so much. So this is what you'll see on YouTube. So which one stands out more to you? I feel like Clara looks... That's it, Clara. on the subconscious, I'm able to get it. Clara, to me, stands out a little bit. You know, you can see it. But then also this one kind of looks like it follows the whole pattern a little bit. Specifically this one. Also, this one's kind of relevant to season 3. But this one is like, hey, Clara's also into it. You know, she's like, oh my god, we're getting a season 3. Blush excitement. You know? You know? Lonesy says, the second one 100%. You like the one that's not the main character. Okay. One day we gotta showcase ball. Yeah. I'll showcase your ball. Yeah. Why don't we join Lone Syndicate so he can have 2 characters? Yeah, that's a good idea. We probably could do that. I'm just because it's. I guess it is easier for me to join other people. I suppose that's true. We probably should do that. That's probably the best case scenario. We could do that at the right after this. You agree? You think Clara being all happy-go-lucky? Okay, let me ask you guys this: Lone Syndicate and Sekiri, have you guys? Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys have seen the series. The green hair girl debate. You think okay? So everyone's in agreement. Waifu supremacy will always win. Waifu supremacy is it. Interesting. But this one is kind of relevant to like season 3. But I guess it makes sense, like you were saying. It's like, again, she's surprised that we're getting a season 3. I guess it makes more cognitive sense. Although I think if you've seen the show, you're like, oh my god, this is the thing that I was lured by, you know? Clara, all in on Clara. Everyone's saying Clara. Everyone's all in on Clara. Haven't seen it. That's why I wouldn't click on the second one. Okay. But you would click on the waifu. All right, let me quickly change the thumbnail. It's gonna go live after the stream is over. So let me just quickly do that. The people have spoken. Waifu power beats main protagonist that looks a little feminine, honestly, which is his own waifu power, but still. Give me load. Come on, load. Let's do this, YouTube. There we go. Okay, quickly go over here, edit and change thumbnail. Where are you? Changing thumbnail to Clara. Good old Clara. Boom. Update, save. Good. That will be going up at 7:30, which probably by the end of the stream I'll just upload it, just so you guys have something to watch. And yeah, it's us talking about season 3 and being super jazzed about it. Let me kill some like this boss one more time, and then we'll run over to Lone Syndicate's word and see what that's all about. Yeah. Who the fuck is still in the boss area? Oh, it's ready, right? We took far too long. Okay, fair enough. Jamal says, oh, I have the catch R2 right now. Is it still? Yeah, no, the catch is still, it's significantly better. It's not only giving you critical rates on her ult, and it's giving you more ult damage. And again, her katana slash is all scaling off of ult damage. So any sort of like normal attack gain you have on a weapon does not work for her. So yeah, you want all of that ult buffing you possibly can. Also, you lone wolfing this right now? Golly. Look at you. This, one of these. Tartag hitting for like 4K, not bad. But again, that's not. I'm not. That's not. The reason why that's a good thing is because he's hitting fast as shit. So there's that. Also, can you like one cycle this boss if you had like Eula? Because he does seem like he doesn't have an immune phase, or at least it takes some time to set up into his immune phase. So you can kind of, yeah, huh. Which one is the lucky winner? This one right here. This, boom. Where is the other one? Go. The green girl, I think, is best. Love it. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for actually throwing in your 2 cents. Even people who are maybe lurking. I appreciate you greatly. Because, again, it's like one of those things where it's like... And, again, ideally, people who are excited about Season 3 will probably just find the video or the title will be there for them. But for people who are like, what's this video? They may be... It's good to have your perception of it, basically. Alright, let us join in on Lone Syndicate's world. I'll finish killing this boss with the last bit of my... I guess we could wait one more time before we jump off, just real quick, because I just realized I only have one more run in me, so might as well wait, if you guys are cool with that. What am I doing? We're doing Adventure Guide, and then we're going over here. Sekiri has left the world. Pain. Pain, suffering, sadness. No, that makes sense. Oh, so maybe that's a new protocol we'll do. So next time we review an account, I'll just jump into your guys' world, and I guess I'll just play Bennett, because fucking anybody can use Bennett. And my Bennett's actually pretty peak. Oh, dude, did you guys see that the news on Genshin where basically there's only going to be 4 new characters? So there's basically the Albedo and Eula's banner will have the same 4 stars. And some of them are not bad. Bennett's there. Just spoiler, sorry. I should probably say that before I talk. But yeah, it's one of those things where I was like, I guess that makes sense in a weird way, just so that they can keep the kind of rhythmic, like, waiting period to get characters. Although I think we're a year in, it's okay to like throw that around to where like you could like, again, we're just cycling through characters constantly. You know, you said you were joining him, lol, so I know why it made sense. I know why it made sense. You did say, I know, I get it. I get it, but then I looked at my res and I thought, fuck it. It's all good. We'll join in on Lone Stick in a hot minute. Just hold the ground. Secondly. Lone Stick says, plus Clara is someone who is hard to ignore. Dude, honestly, Lone Syndicate, as much as like people always have their like waifu and whatnot, like Naruto, they have that pink-haired person, which they're crazy. They also have the blind person, which that makes a little more sense, but she's not blind. I didn't watch Naruto. Calm down. Okay. Anyway, but I like, as much as I'm like, okay, sure, but like at the end of the day, I can look at them and I'm like, they're pretty one-dimensional. And now after seeing like ReZero, I'm like, now Rem kind of is a whole other thing. Well done. That's an actual like how you should do like a heroine or like main protagonist, female heroine, whatever. But Clara, dude, if there's anything that I have as a type, that is like super appealing. I don't know why, but it's just someone who's like hyper as hell, excited by life, but also like wildly wholesome. You know what I mean? Like if you haven't seen the show, she is just best waifu. Like, but also not because I think she's a demon. So theoretically, the whole weird vampire nonsense rule works, albeit still broken and horrible, but still. Anyways, we'll do this. Jump in. I don't think it says we can do it on my world. Oh, I forgot about that. Well, fuck. Yeah, and honestly, that would have been more efficient. But we're here now. Actually, I would like to do it with a second. She actually was helping quite a lot. Let's do that. I'm gonna back out of the co-op mode because I don't think that's. I think that's how it has to be, unfortunately. Also, right, you're AR level 50 or something. Or AR level 58, I just seen. Red says, it's about time Genshin gets multiple characters. I agree. I'm very happy about it too, Red. Although, again, I'm not sure. I think I would have preferred more chances for characters. So, like again, like in year 2, they're like, no. A lot of these characters are going to be cycling like every banner. You don't have to wait and think, oh god, we just had a fucking Yenfi banner. Oh my god, she's not going to be showing up for like 6 years. It's like, no, 2 banners, maybe like 1.5, she'll be back. Just because, again, they're going to continue to add characters, so you think that eventually they're going to do that. But yeah. What am I doing? Oh, we're going to friends. Friends list and doing that. A request to join world. Fluff says, why would that make him a waifu? Gross. But also nice. Anyway. What do you call it? On the top, I don't know why this makes me think of it. Fluff, have you seen that like gameplay trailer for Sifu? That game looks like a trip. I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like it's exciting, but also I'm like, it looks a little slow, but also like I feel like it'd be like if we had a time turner, I'd play the shit out of it. You know what I mean? But I'm kind of like, ooh, it reminds me of Absolver, which Absolver was like awesome, but also made to be kind of frustrating because you couldn't really like make everything come together in a way, you know? What are we doing? We are doing changing my character. Yes, party system. Good old Bennett, although I do like Sayu, but yes. I think they should, I don't know, I really would have preferred Sayu have some sort of like buffing ability, besides just making elemental mastery and healing the shit out of you, you know? And then hitting somewhat hard. Not very hard, but somewhat hard. What am I doing? We're looking for Bennett. Bennett, I need to make you a 90 just so I can see you easier. Ooh, we're both rocking right and shoulder, let's do this! Hell yes. And you're rocking Yoimiya. Oh yeah, but your Yoimiya is actually pretty huge. Yeah. Because you got that weapon. The weapon that she was designed for. Oh goddamn. Go. I was gonna say, did I iframe dodge that? No. No, I did not. Oh. No, Syndicate, our damage is half because we don't have a lot of ults popping off, unfortunately. We need, well, I guess it's not true, because yeah, theoretically, Ball has a huge amount of ult cost. Although I don't know if it hyper stacks like I'm speculating it might, you know? What the fuck, why did that miss? Why did that miss? Fuck it, I'll cast mine. Kill them real quick. Go. Ah, nice. Clean. This. Boom. I cannot hear the music. Did it stop? No, it's there. It's just quiet as hell. Oh, I finally started getting like the baseline information for Elden Ring. That game looks so charming. Yeah, like I see, it is unfortunate that it is like the summoner perspective is kind of limited a little bit. The summoner situation is kind of like, you have to be in a certain area in order to be eligible to summon things. Although the weapon arts look sick. You can like dual wield 2 like spear staffs and then just sit there and be like, like just eviscerate people. I was watching a video about it and it was pretty cool. Also, apparently this Elden Ring, just to me, looks like it's like a lot easier if you want to make it easy, essentially. Like it looks like you can farm materials and resources to like create a shit ton of bombs, to where you could like just throw a shit ton of fire bombs at your enemies and kind of call it good. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be as hard as people want it to be, but not. I think it might get some shit from like hardcore Souls fans who are like, I want it to be crushing my balls, you know? Because I think it's made to kind of like, you could do that. I think they probably will implement like something where like it kneecaps you, to where like speedrunners will have to do it at the hardest possible tier to get that experience. But it does look like there's things that you can leverage hard in that game to have an easier time, which is weird, like just grinding and farming, which makes sense. I just don't know how good that will go over with the base, the core base of like the Dark Souls-like games, who are pretty relentless and yeah, really want their cake and to have it eat it too. What is this? It invites you to, oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's how it feels on the other end. All right, I'm supposed to pick a character that can support you. Give me a sec. Let's jump over here and we'll do one of, where is it? Bennett, where are you? There you go, Bennett. And we'll do, oh, we already have Bennett equipped. We'll do that and we'll do, what did I want to use? What's good? I don't know. Dione, I guess. Dione is the only one that I can think could scale up, and if you're using Ball, then yeah. And even still, it'd be nice to use a different character. Apparently, she's dead. What? Why is she not alive? Why is Dione half dead? That's no good. Oh, okay. Sekity's joined the world. Okay, good. Now I'm playing this. Okay, good. I'm just playing Bennett. Good. Good. Red says, now they just need to add a standard 5-star character banner that cycles the rate up characters each time a limited banner cycle on. So yeah, man. That's what I was hoping. I was hoping that, like, and it seems like they're kind of probably going to start like doing that. So I think the norm is going to be 2 simultaneous characters at once, with their only like hint at what's going to make that happen is them being relevant in the story in some way in the update patch. So I feel like Diluc in the future could be, you know, a part of the update or the patch. Going to be a way for you to hyper focus the off-banner characters if you want it, but also I think they'll need to upload or like put someone who is desired there. I just don't know if they're always going to do it like Albedo and Eula, and not like Ido and what's his name? What's her name? Mona. You can do Mona. Ido and Mona. You know, if you wanted. Just if you wanted like a completely different kind of thing. That way you could also get supports for your team and not just, you know, DPSs, which has kind of been a lot of the banners. Fluff says, I may be mistaken. Isn't Sifu made by the Devolver Devs? That's why Absolver Devs. That's why I kind of mentioned it. Is that it kind of seemed like a whole thing to me a little bit. Like when I'm like, that was one of the things that I loved Absolver, but it did seem like it was kind of made so that like you could kind of. It's weird. Like there's this thing where like skill gets kind of devoured by like making it so that everything is usable. It makes it hard to prepare for things. So like if everything's a potential problem, it's really hard to prepare for that. So then you kind of just got to build an instinct, and the only way you can build an instinct for things is if you just go through it 1,000 times. And I don't got that time. I don't got that time to do that. So to me, I'm like this, but also this is not a multiplayer scaling experience, I don't think. So it could just be a fun indie game just to kind of burn through, you know? Also, I thought we were, you're trying to showcase Lisa. That's a whole other stream. We can't be doing 3 things in one room. Okay? God damn you, Lone Syndicate. Or are we just helping you grind? I'm down with that too. that's totally cool too. I was under the impression, oh god damn, it's hitting for 30k? God, it hits in a huge area too. Jeez Louise. Good shit. Jeez Louise. You don't even have a stab of homo or something. Pretty good. But we could cover your Lisa in another video, Lone Syndicate. Let's not bog down this, okay? Because again, then the title starts to be like viewer, Lisa, Beidou. We're gonna throw in like Sekity's Hootout. Like you guys, again, y'all. It takes a long time to make these goddamn characters, okay? I want your entire time to shine, okay? Don't be trying to put everything in one. It makes it harder to put data in essentially. And make it so that people want to find it and see the potential of it. It's incredibly hard if it's all in one, you know? Thought we were all going geo. What? Oh, I see, like full geo resonance? Okay. We could do that. Again, I feel like you're just burning ideas right now. I'm not sure if I'm into. Oh no, you have the like Leeway Allegiance spear on Zhongli. Odd. An odd choice, but I get it. Also, yeah, I want this too. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll do it. It is a Slowcap is the dev that made Absolver and Sifu. Yeah. Absolver was pretty fun in PvE. I thought limited since it was mainly a PvE game, a PvP game, but I did not play the. Yeah, man, the PvP. From what I've seen, man, it seemed like even people who were highly skilled. It just seemed like you were grinding. Like it just seemed like people just kept doing like it's kind of like For Honor, where it seems like there is a skill gap where you like actually become really good at the game. But then there's also people who just know how to use like this stupid high combo that's almost impossible to dodge. And you're kind of just like, what the fuck is that? Like I can't even use anything. But also good for them. They're leveraging every advantage they can, you know. Lindsay says, Grint, I thought we were done with showcasing. I was just playing it. Oh, no, yeah. We'll just do that then. Okay. I was under the impression that we wanted to go to your world so that you could use 2 characters, i.e. Ball and like Kujusara, and then me and Sekity could just fill in the gaps, which we'll probably do in the future. If we ever cover like Nani or Sekity's Hootout or whatever, just to give you guys some moments to shine and whatnot. Yeah, that's probably the way we'll break that down. Is I'll just join your worlds and I can just cam you and see you do all the crazy numbers and all the cool things. But yeah, but the reason why I thought we were doing that is because Second said we should join your world so that you could use multiple characters. But if we're done doing the showcase, I'm down. We're just gonna be banging around, seeing what we need. I'll use Zhongli with Homa. Oh shit, you have Homa? Really? I didn't know you had Homa. I thought you said you were trying to get it and you kept getting bows, which is unfortunate. Fluff says, I figure Elden Ring will have convenient, ways to like increase the difficulty, like the champion one. Okay. Yeah, I feel like they kind of have to do that. That way they, like, people could still, like, because I don't know, I feel like with the whole the R.R. Martin, whatever the hell his guy's name is, I feel like that would be a kind of a way for them to like have new people come in. So maybe they're like, oh, we want this to be still fun and like interesting, but maybe not easy either because we can't do that. But we could make it like ways for you to win, essentially, you know. Red says, Drunken Fist was my favorite combat style in Absolver. Yeah, man. That was like, the animations of that game were sick. Also the way when you finally did hit someone, like they concussed back, like for force generation in your hand and like sounds was really satisfying in that game. And the crafting is mostly convinced for ammunition and offensive consumables rather than having to find specific vendors that sell it for soul. Yeah. I prefer the way that it works. To me, I know that there's a specific niche of player that, like, the reason why they play those games is to kind of be a part of an exclusive club of being like, I did it and you didn't, you know. And I'm like, okay. I mean, it's a video game, but okay, a little weird, but sure. And I just wonder if they'll be a bit peeved that like everyone can technically do it, because I feel like there's videos you could make about being like, hey, here's the location, because Vita Video, he was explaining that basically there's like these like clay pots that basically like can use a resource, but you don't lose the clay pots. So theoretically, if you made a video about saying like, hey, here's all the locations of these clay pots, and here's how you farm this explosive variant, and here's what it scales off of, you can like nuke. And I was seeing those things impact on a boss, and it looked like the same like Firemancer. Like I don't know, whenever I see Dark Souls 2, it's like a card the guy throws at someone, it looks like, and it does a big impact of damage. But anyways, I was just thinking that like if that was a video, that would be pretty easy. All you have to do is you still have to know how to fight to some extent. But if there's like 15 bombs and you're just backpedaling and throwing bombs, that could kind of work, you know. Especially if you just had a shield and you were just like throw, shield, block, throw, block, you know. It's nice having a ranged bomber. No, I think build diversity is awesome. That's the one thing that I think like is the best part about Elden Ring that I keep seeing is like, oh, it looks like you can actually play a mage and feel like you're doing magic. Like you can do a charge attack, like charge up this weapon to just unleash this giant sword. Like it looks pretty rad, you know. Loziget says, I mean, I can do that, have no problem with it. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, no, it's whatever you want, Loziget. We're in like the hangout period of the stream. If you wanted to showcase your ball in a specific way, you could. My thing is like, what do you call it? If you guys ever, this is the nice way to do it, because this is where you have a decent amount of control over what you can leverage to showcase your character in the best possible light. So if I was in your guys' position of like, oh, I want to showcase this character that I built up a lot, and it was Ball, I would need Bennett in order to make it, like, to showcase her potential, really, because she's super unraveled by Bennett. And if I couldn't do that and the person didn't change to them, then it would be actually really hard to showcase. So this way, if you ever did feel like, oh shit, I never really got to show you their true potential, you had more power to show that said potential. That makes sense? What's good, Jackal? Or sorry, not Jackal. Jakeless? Hopefully I'm saying that right, Jakeless. Jakeless says, how are you doing today? I'm doing fucking fantastic, Jakeless. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. If I'm not, correct me, please. But hopefully you're having a lovely day, man. How has your day been? Thank you so much for stopping by the way. Lynn says, also good to see you, Lynn. Lynn says, you shouldn't ask questions that you don't want the answer to, Bolty. What did Bolty say? How long do I need to keep grinding in Genshin to get to the end level? I'm adventure rank 25. It's not looking good, Bulty. It's not looking good. The good news is you have a lot of missions to grind, things to do. The bad news is that it's going to take a good bit of time. Good bit of time. Also, should I? Okay, we're going there, Bob. But yes, it's going to take a good bit of time. I would suggest just grind. Yeah, you need to. You know, the end game unlocks at AR 45 and becomes completely unlocked at AR 50. But yeah, it's a little rough. That's when you can start farming for artifacts and actually feel like you're making good ground and clear multiple levels of the spiral abyss. But unfortunately, Bolty, it's definitely a marathon, and unfortunately, you can sprint. I think you probably can get to probably AR 35, and then like just grind the last 5 levels, maybe to 40, maybe even like AR 38, maybe. They kind of they started easing up on releasing like side quests though, which is unfortunate. This, and then this. Fluff says AR 50 to 55 is the last world tier strive. Yeah, because 45 essentially allows you to start farming artifacts at the highest possible level, which gives you the best possible artifacts. So if you start farming before that, then it's kind of wasted resin. What I would advise you kind of start grinding towards is, well, you also need enough. You need to basically get good artifacts or okay artifacts for your main DPS. Hopefully you have one of those, and that should take care of you. Should like help you find that way, or find your way. But yeah. But again, I would suggest putting a lot of your resin into like experience books, Mora, at least when you're at the very beginning, because those are the things that will always be valuable for you. Where if you start investing too much into like domains and resin, you're gonna replace all of it. So it's not as useful, but you need enough to survive, right? You need enough to cut through the world tier that you're currently at, which is why you funnel all of the resin that you do need to spend on domains into like gladiator artifacts and all those kinds of things. Also, I think when you're AR 30 or maybe 25, you get access to world bosses, which is pretty huge too, because you're mainly there to get the special element or like talent ascension level up, which is going to be valuable as soon as you can get it. So you do need enough power to kind of melt those world bosses as well, but you don't need a lot to do that. If you just have a decent amount of gladiator sets and you know what generally damage type you're dealing, then you just can kind of build off of that, you know? Lone Zinga says, we can wait for a future showcase, plus you're still working on ball? Awesome. Can't wait. Oh, also, I do need to, what time is it? We've got plenty of time. We can still just do whatever we want to do if you're grinding this domain. You're doing pretty good. Jekyll says he's doing pretty good. How you pronounce my name reminds me of how you pronounce Deckles. It's not great. It's definitely not great, but it is what it is. And unless somebody corrects me, it's just gonna stay how it is. It'll become a nickname that you hate at first, but hopefully will accept unless you leave, which most people leave, frankly. But yeah. Fluff says, make sure you collect all the Animunculus and Geoculuses to boost your stamina. Check the interactive map to make it easy. That's a great tip from Fluff. Great tip. Also, ooh, can we back out and join back in, Lone Syndicate? I wanna use my Albedo. I haven't used him in forever. I don't even remember how hard he hits. I think he hit for like 5k. It was back when I had like no investment. It was bad. It was real bad. Main and side quest will help a lot. Yeah. Anything that says it like has AR for you, and the bottom left is really helpful. Oh, my tummy's growling. Red says, be prepared to grind artifacts forever. RNG on top of RNG on top of yeah, it's pretty brutal. It's rough. But yeah. What's good, Carthage? Holy shit, Carthage says, it is 9:30 a.m. Why are you streaming? I'm so... Oh, Carthage, how is it, buddy? How you jet lagged like crazy? Holy shit, Carthage is in a brand new country. Like, it's in the morning? Jesus. Oh no, what does that mean for our streams? Does that mean You have to be in work, I imagine, or at work by like 8 a.m. or something, correct? It must be a weekend only hangout. Get your morning coffee and you'll be like, is it streaming? Oh, I would love to hear about the trip, Carthage, how that all panned out. What did I want to do? I wanted to throw in Albedo, see how he's faring. Albedo has one of the cooler designs in the game, man. Bennett, you should be ashamed. Why couldn't you look like this? He might replace you, frankly, if he does enough damage. Oh, also I need to hit ready. Sorry. Jamal says, quote of the day, everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. So be kind. Always. True. But at the same time, I feel like it's not bad advice, but at the same time, I also think that just focus on yourself to some extent. You know what I mean? Like, you can't control external sources. And just because someone's had a bad day doesn't mean they have the desire or they should be shitty. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, just because you've had some bad experience does not enable you to be a bad person or to do bad things on to others. Which is why empathy, to me, I think has a touch of a limit. But at the same time, I do think it's probably for the best that you understand yourself enough to where you don't have to really worry about all that other bullshit. Does that make sense? But that's a good advice in general. Again, empathy is the thing that kind of can set you free. Albedo, goddamn you, do this. Boom, look at this damage. 16k. 20, actually, holy shit. That's not bad. It's 21k. Jeez Louise. I think it's because I was in Bennett's ult. Huge. And we crit for 7k. Or no, maybe, no, we hit, I can't tell. No, we're hitting for 4k. I keep seeing Noel's. That's my problem. Yeah, three. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I was seeing Noel, and I was like, oh my god, not bad. but it was not it. It was not it. What did this actually hit for though? 10k. Okay, that was more. I was about to say 20k. This is some fucking. That's not a case. Is Bennett that powerful? He is, but not that much. Jeez. Lynn says RN cubed. Alright. I don't know what that means. Lindsay says, I wish the Electro Oculuses gave stamina. I feel we got scammed when it came. Yeah, man, I agree. I think, honestly, if there was anything more traversal-wise, I don't know. When I think of that game called Tower of Fantasy, I don't know. To me, that it's an MMO kind of game kind of makes me a little worried. But also, with games getting more and more like grounded, kind of like New World, I'm happy with that, you know, like I'm happy that it becomes more of a game-like thing. Also, what is with the world just deciding to just pivot on what time of day it is? Spark says, speaking of stamina, I'm surprised we have not yet gotten increased to the cap yet. Yeah, man, yeah. Well, again, that was the thing that was the hope. Although, I don't know, man. I think it would be nice if they did change the tact of how that all plays out. What I mean by that is, like, I think, well, first let me just do this. We'll try doing this. See how this plays. Probably be bad. We're gonna have fun with this. I guess I could change that to Bennett again, I guess. Or maybe this. But again, if they added some sort of like end game dungeon event, and that was, because people consistently say like, I'm tired of getting like weapon ascension materials for like clearing this super hard boss. Which I don't know if I get. I think that's a little selfish because, again, it's like, well, you don't want to limit content so much to where people feel like they're kind of stuck in limbo hell. But you do need to incentivize it, so I get what they're saying to some extent. But I do think that would be something that wouldn't be bad. Like, because, again, you don't need a lot more stamina, but sure as shit you want it. And that'd be a good thing to motivate people, is to have an abundance of stamina, you know? I think if people would be a little pissed, people would not be happy about it. They'd be like, "What? No! Give like primo gems. At least primo gems are like less like, yeah. If people who've been playing for a long time already have a bunch of primo gems, you know, or they don't need more characters essentially, you know, to participate at least. They want, but maybe not need." I'm not sure. I hear her voice, steady as stone, and I'm like, seems like you're like trying to sound away. If that makes any sense? Which is like voice acting 101. You're doing 18k. Honestly, like Lone Syndicate, your Noel is hitting almost like harder than your Noel, or sorry, than your Beidou. Although I suppose the counter is that Beidou can like you can just put that damage on anyone, whereas you actually need to play what's his name. Honestly, what do you call it? That damage could be even higher if he invests in the new artifact set too. Lynn says, I just kind of want a slight movement speed buff outside of Animo Synergy, TBH. Yeah, maybe I'm just greedy and impatient. No, Lynn, I think for me, honestly, the movement speed is pretty good. It'd be cool if there was like ways to run longer. But to me, the thing that just needs to change is the flying buff. Like this flying speed is the worst. Carthage says, I spent about 10 hours on a flight. On a 14-hour flight, so I'm fine for now. Yeah, Jesus. Golly, that's a long time. God. Carla says, getting through customs and whatnot was annoying because we had to wear these suits that basically trapped a bunch of heat. Weird. What do you call it? I was going to ask you, Carthage, where are you living again? Like the state, not like the country, sorry. And basically, I'm just wondering, do you know how to communicate there? Because I thought it was like actually like Taiwan or something like that. So do you know how to communicate with people, or was this a learning experience, or are we just kind of jumping in the deep end, seeing if we can swim? Or am I way off on the geography of where you're at currently? I want to change you to good old Sayu. Actually, I didn't want to do that, but I guess yeah, we could do that too, I guess. Same, that would make Sayu very, very happy. Yeah, base movement speed increase. Ellen says, Noelle just slapping right now. Yeah, doing massive. I was like, look at me and my albedo. And I was like, wait, no, it's something that makes sense. It doesn't make any sense. This is not happening. See, like, this is the thing. Like, even when I'm in other people's worlds, I still beat them into loading in. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like my internet connection might just be a little bit cracked. Which I'm very happy about, because, yeah, honestly, I would take like a 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom apartment, nothing. Just fucking, well, even less than that, honestly, just a 1-bedroom apartment, super small, like, super crazy. I'm talking New York, brutal, tiny place. But if it had killer internet speed, I'd be down. You know what I mean? I'd be super down. Okay. You will never run out of energy, by the way, rocking Sayu and riding Shogun if you have enough levels into Sayu, because she just generates a shit ton of animal particles passively. Red says, yeah, Genshin could really use some traversal improvements, especially for gliding. Yeah, man, when the gliding gets me fucking just... I don't know, because you know what's even the worst thing, man? The thing about the gliding that pisses me off is that they have, like, there's an actual thing in the game that, like, is like, hey, we know it's a problem, we're gonna fix it, and instead they gave it a crazy long cool, like, why? I don't get it. Like, theoretically, I can throw on this stupid feather thing, where the fuck is that? This right here. And it takes a long time to grind and get, but it basically gives you a movement speed buff, or a flight speed buff, by 30% glide speed, which doesn't even feel like that much, man. But then it's on a 30-second cooldown, and it's not up for 30 seconds either. And yeah, it's just awful, because it's like it clearly didn't break the game. Like, we have that movement buff. It didn't like load order break it. It didn't like the on PS on like a phone. It didn't like destroy the load order or anything like that. So this can be implemented, but there's no reason to do it, or they just haven't done it, and it's just like, what the hell? What are we doing, you know? Also, I can't believe I have 6 million Mora. I know you guys probably have tons. For me, that's super weird. Greedgasm, says Lynn. Albedo says, or sorry, Lone Syndicate. Do you still need this domain, Lone Syndicate, or are we just having fun? Ow, I just hit my knee. Lone Singer says Albedo and Noel kind of slap a little bit because I was wondering how well they do together, and just as perfect. I can't wait for the new artifact set to give Noel. Well, yeah, man. Especially like again, one of the things that people keep forgetting, and I'm one of these people, about Albedo is that he gives elemental mastery just for free. That's massive. You know, it's like, and it's whenever he activates his ult, and if you have. Well, has anyone done the math of what we're looking for with Albedo? Is it the same thing always, just defense? Was it defense? His elemental, like critical damage and then attack percent, and then maybe some geo damage? Or is it like literally just defense is perfect? I don't know. I don't know. Carla says, I was in Kansas and now I'm in Taiwan. Most people here apparently know at least a little English, so I'll be fine. Really? I mean, that's a ballsy play. Yeah, what do you call it? Yeah, I'm a resin alone syndicate. I was like, are we just hanging out? It's like, I don't see you run into the flower either. But if you have resin, and I just was being like non-observant, then yeah, I'm totally down just to grind this domain with you. You've done it more than enough for me. But yeah, Carlos, I don't know if that's gonna pans out. No, I didn't know. So we're just having a good time. Lynn says, I think I want movement speed because the load order is quite irritating for me. Okay. Sayu has actually become my personal taxi service. Honestly, man, you should need to level up Sayu to be more than just a taxi service, man. People don't know. She's pretty damn good. Well, especially if you have C6, but still. Lynn says, I only have 3 million more. Dude, I've skipped so many banners. And I'm just like, ugh. And even the banner that I didn't skip, I pre-prep for. And it was Toma. And, you know, we built some. Oh, speaking of the devil, forgot about this. I forgot your three owed wishes. Here we go. Swing and a miss, probably. One wish, nothing. I wonder if we'll get a wish on the second. Ooh, a black tassel. Love it. Cute. All that. Boom. Nothing. Still awful. I feel it, guys. This one is gonna be it. I feel nothing. I don't want to lie to you. Okay, bang. It's nothing. I feel it in my soul. It's nothing. Yep, it's not good. I can always feel it when it's happened. I'm like, you know, I need to see it. I've never been wrong either. I've never been like, it's not happening, and then I've seen it, and then it's actually been correct. so yeah. Red says, I have Sayu in all of my teams specifically because of the movement spinning. Yeah. It's a shame that you can't regenerate her stamina while spinning. It's hard to catch a breath while you're spinning like crazy. I only have like 3 more. All right, Lone Syndicate says, the reason I leveled up Noelle before her set is because I already farmed for the Relacted Bolide set already, and no grin. I thought you need. Okay, yeah. Lynn says, yeah, it's getting to be hard more to remove her. She's for like just her pure utility set for Sayu. See if you can find a crepe shop owner that's big fan of HoloLive VTubers whilst you're there. I'll also be able to go to a Mandarin class during work hours, so I will learn some of the language too. Good, man. I hope so. That seems terrifying. What if you're about to get like jumped and the shit kicked out of you, and you're like, these people are just kind of hanging out, and like you actually are being super rude or something, and then you get like laid out? That's rough, you know? That's just spoopy to me. Like I heard someone say that too, where they went to a country where they had no idea how to speak the language. And like, I'm sure you will figure it out, but it's like, why would you stack the deck so hard on the other direction for failure? You know what I mean? Like I feel like you're like, yeah, trying to be like, at least know some bit, but the fact that you're just like, yeah, I'm really hoping someone knows English. I mean, again, there's always a way to adapt. You have like apps on your phone that I'm sure you could type out and hit play, and you'd have like a robotic voice say, where is the bathroom? Can I get a number 2, please? Or something, you know? Fluff says, not sure if he still does it, but he had a special menu for crepes themed around different Hololive talent. Hopefully he's still in business. Yeah, that'd be nice. Man, that man knows the like topical things. I wonder if it's as like Hololive is as popular in those said countries. Probably, right? Then it says that's oddly specific. Yeah. Also, first run with the turtle character in Gunfire Reborn, I can safely say I enjoy him equally as much as the light. Oh, okay, your favorite class. Jesus Christ, that's pretty good. Lone Syndicate, my love, I will be over here. I need to go. I forgot to get my things. Why can't I leave? Well, back up. Where do you go? I need to go make sure I clear out Tubby. And we're about to wind down to the stream, but I want to just dedicate all the time. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for deciding on what thumbnail we should use for today's video. Wait, I'm blown away at how many people watch the Rem and Rom video. It's just, or like the one, because I'm like, those videos are always kind of like made. I have to like weirdly stack the deck and make it be like, it's a review, but its main draw is that it's like hey, there will, like, I assume, just like me, when you're finished watching a show that you enjoy, you're like, is there another season? And then the video is there, hopefully. So that's my way of like getting people, and then like subconsciously being like, and now we're talking about anime together, because I want to talk to you guys about anime, you know, or shows that I enjoy. So yeah, but that was just like, holy shit, people really resonated with their love Rem situation, which honestly, fair enough. But yeah. Tubby, my dear boy, where is it? Right here. Come on, give me the things. I forgot to clear you out last time, and I regret it greatly. Oh, also, I want to ask, does anyone know of in the event, the new like plant event, do you keep the flowers you get? Because I was at the last minute, I was like, do I just give everyone my flowers, or like, but no. And I tried to like always pay it forward, so whenever someone gave me something, I tried to give them something. But then sometimes people gave me like 6 things, and I collected all of them, and I forgot who was the ones who gave me the things. A little scattered, but yes. Anyways. Lone Singing says, tonight was interesting. I learned new things about Beidou, and building full ER is not not the way to build her. Also, I know that Albedo and Noelle pair quite well. So thanks. Yeah. That's also the other thing, is you can always have fun and see if like your strategies for builds for characters can actually work out. What do we want to do? This. Do some Masayu. Zoom in. This. Pensive. Pensive does not change in the slightest. I guess angry. Very mad. Sassy also. Sassy Baka or whatever the fuck. I hate that I said it as soon as I said it. Although, that makes sense. that adds up. Oh, Fluff says Hololive is pretty popular in Taiwan. There's been a lot of support from them. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, perfect. That's awesome to hear. Lynn says I still need to finish the Biomutant playlist. That was a pretty. That's some pretty useful content, Fluff. What? What do you mean? Like my Biomutant playlist? Jesus, that game, man. That game was a trip. That game also seemed like a really, again, like a game that had cool ideas, but I don't know. I feel like it was also like there's a charm to weirdness that I think I really find endearing, and then there's something that's offset when something seems like its only thing is that it is maybe weird, you know? Like when someone's weird but then wholesome, or someone's weird but then also deeply interesting. Maybe because they're weird, then that's all charming and quite magnetic or whatever, you know. But yeah, the other thing I always feel like it's that game again. It was a good, great game. I enjoyed my experience, but I also felt like I wonder why a lot of us stopped playing it, you know. And probably just ran out of content, honestly. Some of us mid-maxed early game and built ourselves to high hell, and it kind of felt like, oh wow, I'm a god. Jeez, what do I do now? But also, I love that in games. So that's again, I'm still like happy I spent the money on the game, right? It's just I wonder what keeps us on games, what kind of pushes us away. Fluff says, pretty sure you keep the flowers and you can use them in your teapot display. Nice. Oh, I think I have a box I need to open. Hopefully it didn't time out. Actually, I should quickly look at that. Oh, I just don't want to. Ah, it's fine. It's already fucked up. Do I have another box? Yeah, I do. Okay, let's get the last one. This one. So we have one of each. Although I think I probably would have been fine with just doubling up on singular ones. Lone Syndicate says, also Grin, did you see my drawing I uploaded to the Discord? I planned on instead of drawing something new, I'll go back and finish the Ram drawing I told you about. Lone Syndicate, if you did not at me, I do not see anything. I am so all in my head. Okay, this whole morning I barely made the stream because I was editing a video about sleep. What am I doing? I don't know. But I made a whole video about like my whole journey of trying to figure out how to sleep. The video name is How to Sleep by an Insomniac. And I don't know if I want to throw it into the Share Your Grin series. I think it does make sense. We make gaming content. Like if someone finds that video and likes it, they're gonna look at the channel and be like, what the fuck? What is this? So it's literally just a video I made for me. And I hope maybe some people can get some sort of info about it, basically, so they don't have to go down so many rabbit holes to find out what works, what doesn't work, why things work, why things kind of work but then don't stay working because you're not addressing the actual problem, and all those things. And then I had to edit so much into the pits, which is a fun thing, but boy howdy, is it always a lot to edit. But yes. Faceless says, are you going to roll on C1 Eula? I don't know if it's really worth it, Faceless, go to C1 Eula, although I know it's pretty good, but just I'm not sure if it's as good. But no, Faceless, I'm holding out for the love, the badass team synergy that I'm hoping will be Itto and Garu. So yeah, Itto, dude, to me is the reason why I have to be careful is because we went so deep into Hu Tao's banner hoping to get Hu Tao, but came out unlucky. Or we are guaranteed getting the character, and we're like 60 wishes deep. So as soon as I start wishing, there's a high chance that I'll get a character. So I could basically pick who I want. And out of all the characters I want Itto. The good news is that Itto's constellations are not that good. His first two are pretty okay. They seem like kind of relevant, but I don't think they're gonna make or break him. But what I think could massively take him to the next level is his weapon, and his weapon I think is what we're gonna try to do. So I think the way we're gonna pan this out is we're gonna try to snipe Itto immediately, get one copy of him, get out of there. Then we're gonna start wishing a good bit of Primo Gems on his weapon banner. Hopefully the weapon banner isn't shit, but if it is what it is. We already have enough weapons. It's not like it's gonna ruin my account. But we also have to stop at a certain point because little birdies have been telling me, specifically Lone Syndicate, and I've heard certain rumors that the next banner, the next patch, 2.5 I think it is gonna have potentially Ganyu and Xiao and characters like that. So we need to be careful because I would like to get Ganyu, but maybe, who knows? Maybe if Yai is before her, then maybe I want that, because maybe she's like a catalyst user that's just a blast and she's pretty fresh and new and she's equally as strong. I don't know. Ganyu is absurdly tried and tested, but who knows? Maybe the data is like, no. Yai, they're giving her like an F2P weapon. She hits really, really hard. If you like a catalyst DPS, she is the best in the game now as far as catalyst DPSs go, and all that stuff. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. We should know pretty soon, as soon as the update goes kind of live, because beta leakers and stuff like that. But yeah, no, for me right now, I'm Faceless. My main draw is on the fun that could potentially be Itto, his main iconic weapon. And if the thing that sucks though is that Garu really is, if you have high constellations, C4 Garu, he heals the shit out you. Which to me is like, okay, now this is starting to become worth it. Beforehand, the defense increase, okay, the geo resonance, okay, the resistance, all right, but nothing was quite it until you can basically check off a healer off of your requirement list, you know. Although I still think Bennett would be a good addition to him, but yeah. But I think Albedo, Garu, Itto, and Eula or not Eula, sorry, Ball, that'll be a pretty good team, I think. If you have Garu C6. If you don't have Garu C6, then it's a little less good because you need healing, essentially. You need some healing. But again, you don't need a lot of healing because so many characters are giving defense, right? So that's kind of like the thing we cooked up in our heads to kind of make things exciting and interesting. Red says, I'd love to play Biomutant someday, waiting for a good sale. Yeah, man, it's definitely a game you could experience, and it's like not bad, especially again, most builds are usable, fun, interesting, all that stuff. I do feel like the game was weirdly sporadic though, because like I feel like you could like make a mech, but there was no real way to use it, but you could like invest in it. It took a long time to kind of get all the parts, so it's like I think the game is in development hell. You could kind of tell a little bit. No, it says Sayu is mad that she can't be as tall as Kujusara. Yeah, a little bit, probably pissed. Kujusara's like, what the fuck's the problem? Jesus Christ. Also, man, Kujusara has such piercing eyes. I'm sure you guys can really see that. It's brutal. Pretty sure Ella is taller than. Oh yeah. Oh sorry. Kujusara is taller than Sayu. Or who's Ella? Who's Ella? Lynn. The other game update rolls out, which is mostly why I haven't had a chance to return to Biome. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got a laundry list of games to play with Fluff. Every time I come back, you're like, you play games. You're like kind of like turning into me. Or I think you're where I'll end up, which is where like you try to play a lot of every games, but you don't really have the time to finish them, but you still like games enough to try all of them. Fluff says, while it was only one off stream, I still loved the Kara played it and liked it. Yeah, the Biomutants. Lone Singer says, I did add you in the art tab, that's why I asked. Oh, okay, cool. Then I maybe haven't seen it, or maybe I accidentally went to the art tab and actually didn't see it pop up. But no, I'll look at it when I get a chance. If you added me, then I should see it. But sometimes I guess I can click on like if two people at me in the same chat, then I will go and click on it, and then like it doesn't say like, hey, here's 3 things, unless it does. I don't think it does, or maybe I just don't see it sometimes. Lynn says, I really don't want to lose the Eula 50-50. Yeah, that'd be shitty, but also Eula's tried and tested and a bunch of fun. Although she does feel, one of the things that people are trying to like talk up Eula a huge amount, which is great. But one thing you need to know is that she kind of feels like her animations of attack are really nice to look at, but they're also very animation heavy, and they feel a little slower, especially if you don't have her iconic weapon. So like you'll see gameplay of her with a maxed out weapon, like Constellation or Refinement Rank 5, which gives her a ton more attack speed. So if you actually play her and you feel the way she plays, just from first-hand experience, she's great, fantastic, does a huge amount of damage, but she feels like she's kind of moving through syrup. And like dancing and shit like that, which is just, it makes her feel slower almost, but not bad. Just something to look out for if you want something. If you play characters that are like really responsive, like Yanfei or like Diluc to some extent, Razor, I think Hu Tao would be similar. Yeah, that's something that you're gonna find that's different. Fluff says, yeah, if Lightning Tiger is the electric infused 0 sniper class, then Tanky Turtle feels like a speedy Krieg. Really? A speedy Krieg when you ramp up the passive and movement speed buffs. Nice. Interesting. Is it like a melee? Or is it just like you can kind of shoot and keep flowing? Let's see, I wouldn't say that's because Shinhee could be giving Yai a rerun for her money. As far as DPS Catalyst goes, Fedora tip with a smirk. Why? No, take the Fedora off. Take it off. We don't want to see that here. Stop it. Give Yai. Okay, wait. Who's Shinhee? Who's that? Oh, right. That's the person you were saying that might give a thing for Yai's thing. Yeah, I guess it makes sense, but I don't know. To me, I feel like either Yai's going to be like complete DPS or complete healer, but I think it would make more sense that she's kind of like an attack dog for the Raiden Shogun, considering the Raiden Shogun is so support driven, you know? And you think they would synergize with one another. It'd be weird if they didn't. Lynn says, in your name, an XCOM reference faceless. Yes, lol, it is. Awesome. Good to see you. Good catch, Lynn. Fluff says, rather Turtle is like a speedy Krieg with Ashina's shield. Ooh, okay. That sounds awesome. Lynn says Ellie Musk. Oh, Ellie Musk. Right. Sorry, now that makes sense. You can't just give me Ellie. I don't know what Ellie Musk is until you add the Musk. Also, what is the KFC thing? People said this is a drama. I don't know what that is. What is the KFC drama about? We gotta end the stream. The video is gonna go up pretty soon here. Unless it's not already out, Jesus. Lynn says, I hate those squishy guys so much, faceless. Oh, and the one thing. On the one game. Fluff says, yeah, I've got a massive backlog of games I'd like to play. Single player titles are tough to finish with when enjoyable co-op games. Yeah, it's true. You can hang out with your boys and kind of grind through it. Fluff says there are melee weapons along with the turtle's abilities are melee or oh okay, I didn't know there's really melee weapons in that game. Yeah, I remember it being, or maybe there was, I just don't remember them being like something that you would use because like it's crazy to get point blank. Bolty says, good night, I'm off, wake up early. Gotcha, Bolty. Thank you so much for stopping by, Bolty. Hopefully we can see you again. Rest well, Bolty. Night, Bolty. Everything's sweet. Fluff says, there's a Tectone video about the KFC wings that explains what's upsetting about it very well. Oh, cool. Okay, I'll check that out. Perfect. Carter says, good night, everyone. I could be able to make, or I should be able to make most of the streams in the next 2 weeks thanks to being in quarantine. Nice! This is that. You're able to see our boy more. Nice. Hopefully you catch up on your sleep and have a nice rest, Carthage. Lindsay says, basically, long story short, the KFC wings are now being paired with a Twitch event, and people are blowing things out of proportion. Weird. Then they added them later on then they added the bird was the first sword, then another came with Leo. Oh, you mean like the weapons? I thought they were talking about the same thing. Yeah, the weapons of the game. Sure makes sense. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's that. What do you call it? Gunfire Reborn sounds like it actually got a huge update. I thought it was, again, probably a good time to jump back in. But we've got too many games right now, but it's something to keep in the radar for sure. Add it to the list on that Discord that I need to make eventually. But interesting. Okay. Yeah, to me, I don't know. I probably should see the video because I feel like it seems silly otherwise. It's like the base idea of like the whole glider wings it seems weird. Just like I don't know. To me, there's so much more to be upset about in this game than that. But I'm sure there's more to the story. But I'll look into it. But ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys do enjoy the rest of your nights. I'll publish the video right this second, so you guys have something to go watch if you want. Where is the thing? Boom. Go to video manager. There we go. I'm going to post the video I made with Welcome to Demon School, Ian McCuff. If you like talking with me about lovely jubbly anime, then I would love to have you. Essentially, we're just talking about this show that I love to pieces, the fact that it's got a season 3, and that's honestly the first 3 seconds, and then it's just me ranting about how much I love the show, and how I think it's I don't know, to me it's one of the few things that's just relentlessly charming, you know, like there's so many shows try to be edgy, so many shows try to be like super power fantasy, which is all good, like I like all those shows, but this is a show that has like a special place in my heart because it just seems unique and like loving, essentially, like really lovable, essentially. But anyways, hopefully you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. Also, big shout out to Lone Syndicate for letting us see his Beidou in all her glory and learning some things along the way. Thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm hitting publish right now. Boom. It's live. Go watch it if you so desire. Thank you kindly for your time, and goodbye. Also, I will see you tomorrow over at twitch.tv for our Twitch hangout.